Critical Role is looking for the next Critical Role?
Explain yourself.
Before we dive into Critical Role's future plans and Daggerheart updates, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming? And then, let's dive into the news. Critical Role has talked about their future plans for Daggerheart and their plans to pass the torch along to a new generation sometime down the road before. But in a recent interview with two of Critical Role's top business team members over on the official YouTube blog, Chief Operating Officer Ed Lopez and Senior VP of Business Development Ben Vanderfloot, we learned a lot of new info about the future plans of the actual play and for Daggerheart in general. The most interesting part of the interview was when the Critical Role execs were asked about the show's long-term plans for Daggerheart, and if the Daggerheart system would be used for a long-form campaign like Campaign 4, or if it was meant to be a complementary product alongside their normal D&D campaigns, which COO Ed Lopez answered like this. It's a little bit of both. We're of course going to tell stories using Daggerheart like we're doing right now with Age of Umbra, but we're more excited with the idea of inspiring people to do their own storytelling. From a business perspective, that's how we scale. We told our own stories playing D&D, and our dream is to find the next Critical Role who hopefully is playing Daggerheart. We're going to continue supporting the game with more published products and video content, but I really hope we find other content creators embracing Daggerheart. Now that immediately raised some eyebrows, as we knew that Critical Role was looking to expand its roster of members and member podcasts under the Critical Role and Beacon umbrella. After all, they now have Tales from the Stinky Dragon and the Mitz crew releasing on their platform, and they had talked about possibly stepping back into more mentor/less full-time roles sometime in the distant future, but this is the first we are hearing of them hoping to basically use Daggerheart to audition for their potential replacements. Besides being a new insight into how they plan to find that next generation of Critical Role, it also reinforces how committed to Daggerheart they are going forward, if they're basically looking for a Daggerheart actual play to bring under the Critical Role media umbrella as their future, which makes it seem very much like we're headed to a place where Critical Role is simply all Daggerheart all the time. It also gives actual play shows hoping to join up with Critical Role's media empire a very clear and obvious on-ramp to try and make that happen by switching to or starting a new Daggerheart campaign. But that same answer also opened the door to the possibility that D&D may stick around for possibly one final campaign. As their chief operating officer put it, D&D is where Critical Role told their own stories. And by refusing to flat out confirm that Daggerheart would be the next long-form campaign. So while Daggerheart may indeed be the key to Critical Role's future, suddenly it seems like there is still at least a chance that D&D may have one final farewell with Campaign 4. That said, it's still entirely possible that Campaign 4 is fully Daggerheart based, as the team also mentioned their entire reason for creating Daggerheart was to create a narrative focused game that could bring in a new audience and appeal to people who have never watched Critical Role before, and they feel very vindicated in that decision so far. So now the real question remains, who will be the first cast to run a full Daggerheart campaign on Critical Role? The core founders we've known for 10 years, or a new group brought on specifically to be the face of Daggerheart moving forward? With several huge announcements still on the way from Critical Role this year, we shouldn't have to wait too long to find out. So what do you think? Are you down with Critical Role bringing on a new actual play to be the face of Daggerheart, or do you want the core cast to just be the ones to take Daggerheart to the next level? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.